What's up YouTube? For tonight we have a full medieval team. This one is for Heavy, so thank you for being a Patreon supporter. Alright, so leave them suggestions, theme team suggestions below in the comment section. Do it. If you enjoyed this series, make sure you drop a like on the video. Alright, now this was a pretty decent battle, but it was quite long, so get something to eat, some popcorn or whatever the hell you're eating, drink and sit back and relax. Okay, so I had to do Uber's battle because there was an Agaslash in my team. Thankfully I had a couple of Uber's battles and this was definitely the best one. So not exactly the greatest matchup that I wanted to bring in. So I thought I'd bring Golok in for the obvious electric attack. Wasn't sure what it was running, if it was running like HP Ice or anything, but I had a little idea in mind. Now, probably expecting a nice punch there, so would any other normal human being, but I'm running a choice spec set and I get a fucking massive damage on that Metagross. I thought that was, I shat my pants because I thought that was weakness policy there for a second, but it was leftovers. So this was a really nice start for the battle. Metagross doesn't actually swap out there. It sets up Stealth Rocks because it's probably like, fuck this, I get hit by a Shadow Ball. There's not much I can really do with this. And I'm going to finish off the Metagross with my Choice Specs Golok with Shadow Ball. So, man, it came in useful again. It's very unsuspecting. Okay, so Chansey comes in, and this was an absolute, you know what, the entire battle. Yeah, you can insert your word, the entire battle. Okay, so I was expecting a status of some time. Thankfully, it was toxic. Can't even say toxic properly. That Chansey's toxic. Okay. This was, I tried to make this Agaslash set as fun as possible. So I've got a Metal Sound set, it's special. So Metal Sound, obviously it drops the user's special defense by 2, so you obviously hit a lot harder. Didn't want to stay into this matchup at all because I knew it would probably be a Mega Blaziken, so I thought, let's go into Rapidash and see if it's going to go for any sort of like fire move there, because I got Flash Fire on this. I do take some Stealth Rocks damage, but obviously I didn't have much to check this because, yeah, my team was pretty weak to it. Okay, so Mega Blaziken, never saw that one coming. So Blaziken with a Flash Fire, that's good. But still, not much has really got achieved by that other than me, you know, delaying the inevitable and hurting myself with rocks. I thought, let's take a massive prediction here and hope it goes for a fighting move. Let's see what I'm going to do here. So, swap in Agaslash. And they high jump kick. Yes! That damage. Cop that. Okay, that was good. That was good. So I thought, maybe I should play another mind game here and go into Rapidash again, but I thought that may be a bit obvious, so I stayed in and they went for high jump kick, expecting me to go back into Rapidash. Oh man, that was so good. And I just fucking stayed in and I Shadow Balled the shit, and that was down so early. I was so happy with that, getting that out of the way, because yeah, I was in deep with that Pokemon running around. Okay, so beautiful start there, 2 Pokemon down. Right, so we have Goodra coming in. Wasn't really sure what set this was going to run, but I knew it's always going to be bulky. Fire Blast miss, Metal Sound miss, what the fuck? So, that was actually pretty good, because not only did I survive getting annihilated, I can use it for later on. So, I'm going to bring in Delphox in. Now, this Delphox is a special defensive wall Delphox. Delphox actually gets access to Wish and Protect, which is, you know, pretty handy, and you don't really normally ever see it on Delphox. I do run my Braxion set with Everlight, similar to this. It does make a pretty good tank, but obviously with Stealth Rocks up on the field, it's going to get hindered every time it swaps in. So probably better running it with definitely with a spinner if you're going to do that sort of build. Okay, so second Draco Meter doesn't take me out. Oh, sorry, the first one didn't take me out, but the second didn't. Obviously guessing that I had a lot of special defense bulk and seeing Wish, they were like, okay, swapping out this. Toxic fucking misses the Diggersby. That was really annoying because I wanted to get that Toxic in, and I was expecting this piece of crap to come in. Sorry, I don't really like Diggersby. I just don't like its design, but that's my personal opinion. It's a very strong Pokemon though, definitely. Okay, so it's going to go for a return here. Escavalier, that does a lot of damage to me. Like, okay, well that's definitely Choice Band. I completely fucked up here and went for Drill Run instead of Knockoff. I was meant to go for its Choice Band. That Choice Band, if it had it, I'm very sure that it was because of that damage. Anyway, so Escavalier pretty much did nothing in that battle except do a bit of damage to Diggersby. Now, but it's quite funny because that actually changed something in the battle, but I won't spoil that yet. Okay, so just keep that one in your head that I was going to use knockoff on Diggersby. Right, so Agaslash is going to come in, just testing to see if it was choice band. So it swaps out. If it wasn't, it probably would have definitely used knockoff. If it had it, well, I would definitely be running knockoff on that to hit Ghost. Okay, so I just Metal Sound on the swap here. I thought, oh, it's time to do some damage to this thing. Let's see how much Fire Blast actually does to me. It doesn't do a hell of a lot there, so I'm thinking it. Oh, I think it might not be very, especially it might be more bulky and defensive or special defense. I get burned by a Fire Blast just in the day of hacks, so it's all good. And a Shadow Ball, and it doesn't do very much at all. So I'm thinking that must be Assault Vest. It has to be Assault Vest because that didn't do enough. I was running calcs over it in my head. I just know the damage should have been a little bit more than that. So I was definitely thinking Assault Vest, and that's a definitely viable item on Goodra. Okay, I swap back into Delphox hoping they will go for a different move so I could get my Wish up and my Protect, but they saw that switch coming because I did it earlier on the match. And of course, Stealth Rocks didn't help me out too much there. Okay, trying to get some use out of this Delphox. I Toxic the Goodra, which is what I wanted to do. At this point, I was quite certain it was Assault Vest due to that damage, but I was hoping it was because I didn't want that Hydration Rest shit with Rain Dance going on, but I didn't think it was because it had to be Assault Vest. Okay, so Delphox is going to go down there, which is quite unfortunate because I lost my tank there, but that's how it is. All right, anyway, I've got my Golok here. He was very, very good early at the start of the battle, so it's time to put him into action again because his special Golok is really, really strong. So I went for the Ice Beam here, knowing the scumbag chance he would come back in, but I don't know. I didn't have much to do, really. I just had to chase that Goodra out. That was my main purpose of that. I wanted to deal with that with something later. Okay, so I swap out here, expecting like a Toxic again from that, and I was thinking, well, I might be able to do some damage to this Chansey. I popped my Berry because I'm down at a low quarter of my health, and that's my Potato Berry too, so it was a Potato Berry on that, and Chansey fucking Flamethrowers. And I live! I'm like, yes, I lived! Oh, wait, I got burned by Fire Blast the time before. Ba-boom, that's down. So Agaslash goes down, and yeah, that's the end of that one. Alright, so 3 Pokemon left, and they've got 4, so I was in a little bit of a tight spot. So, I was going to insert a joke there, but I won't. Okay, so Rapidash, I was thinking, well, I don't have a lot of options left, so let's go for Flare Blitz. It does a little bit over half with the, I think there was a little bit of damage done to the Chansey already. Chansey is going to be a right and proper, you know what, and use Softball and get all its health back and just let me stall myself out with Flare Blitz. Yeah, I just didn't have the damage output at the moment. Like, I wanted to do some damage and bring another Pokemon in to revenge kill it, but it just decided to keep using Softball and Softball over again. So, yeah, my patience was wearing pretty thin at this point, but I was 2-4 down, but I wasn't giving up. There's no shame in losing the game. Okay, so Ludicolo is going to come in here. Now this is my physical Ludicolo. So I'm going to set up Rain Dance, right? Because that's handy for my Ludicolo. Obviously, I'm running a Rain Dish Ludicolo. Now this is instead of a special sweeper, I'm running a physical sweeper. So I had to get some sort of boost in my attack because obviously Ludicolo's, even with max attack, it doesn't even reach 300. So got that Sword Dance up, so that's good. And I thought Waterfall in the Rain would hit pretty tough, and I might get it. If I get a flinch chance, I'm going to be pretty, I'll get rid of this Chansey, but regardless, I'll do some heavy damage anyway. So I've got Lumberry on this, which is nice because I'm able to get that Toxic off for another turn. I was thinking I could get Ultra Greedy here and go for another Sword Dance, one-shot the Chansey, but I thought, no, there's going to be a Pokemon that's going to be outspeed me still. Let's just go for Waterfall. So Waterfall does a little bit over 3/4, still doesn't take Chansey out. Holy crap, this thing is so bulky, even in defense with Everlight. It's really annoying. Okay, so I've got that up. The Chansey can't do shit. Like, no one can swap into this. Like, if Goodra wants to swap in, I had something backed up for that too. Like, none of the others, like Thundurus and Diggersby, are not going to swap into that either because I'll get crushed. So that's Chansey down. That's good. Finally got rid of that thing. So really, the Chansey had kept them in the game for a very long time. Then so I had to break down that. They actually broke my walls down a lot earlier, which gave them the slight advantage there over this battle. Okay, so Goodra is going to come in thinking, well, I've got Waterfall, and it may even had. I was just thinking there, it may have even had Sap Sipper as well. Not a lot of them do, but some do. So most Ludicolo could have got stumped there, but I had an Ice move there. I mean, if you're running Ice Beam, that's fine. But Ice Punch just dominated it, so that's great. That's really good. So it's down to 2 pokes each. I was still worried about the Thunderous, and in comes the Diggersby. I'm like, well, I know for a fact you're not going to outspeed me. You're going to go for quick attack. Had to stay into that one. I couldn't risk the Golek swapping because I thought they may predict that and go for another move. So Golek was my last hope on choice specs here. I had to close this game, so it was close. I was very happy with my performance so far. They actually swapped there. So if I knocked that choice band off there early on in the game, I would not, of course, have swapped there. So that choice band, me not knocking that choice band off, actually caused this swap and to get that damage on Thunderous, which was vital. So Thunderous is going to go for Hidden Power. I'm like, oh, here we go. I had Hidden Power all along. Wasn't really sure what item was running anyway. I lived that because I went max health, which actually made me live that attack. So that's cool. Thunderous was down. So that initial drill run by the drill run instead of knockoff actually changed the game around the end, which was cool. So it did actually do something without even trying. Diggersby unfortunately outspeeds me here, and it's going to take me out because I'm 110% sure it's banded, because why would you swap before? And but that's game. But it was a really close one, and I was very happy with that. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Peace out.